Hello and welcome to Comic Drake, where I talk about comic books, and my name is Drake. I'm going to tell you guys something that's going to make me lose a lot of subscribers and fans here on the internet. I, Drake McWhorter, not a fan of Deadpool. Hang on, before you guys go, unsubscribe, this is the worst thing ever, dislike. Let me explain myself. It's not that I hate Deadpool as a character, it's that I hate what they're doing with him recently and his overexposure and how big he's gotten. And again, you guys are probably gonna go, oh my god, he's such a comic book hipster, blah, 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 blah. Let me explain. Deadpool was a pretty good character when he was first introduced. He was a rip-off parody of Deathstroke from DC, drawn by Rob Liefeld, who's known for, well, big muscles and boobs and butts. But still, he was a really fun character when he was first introduced. It's just lately, he's gotten a little too lame. This is gonna sound really douchey, but maybe it's just because my tastes have changed and evolved as I've gotten older, but Deadpool for me was better when he wasn't silly random chimichangas right before the chimichangas. And people are probably gonna say, well, he was always like that, and to an extent he was, but he wasn't just so obnoxious as he is now. Again, this sounds really douchey, but I really do think that it's just because of how my tastes have changed and evolved as I've gotten older. That's not to say I don't like silly comics. I mean, that's one of the reasons I love Invincible. I don't hate silly things. I love Gravity Falls, and it's silly and crazy, but I think it's just done better. I tried getting into Deadpool's new run on the Marvel Now. Wasn't for me. I mean, yeah, it's silly that Deadpool is fighting a bunch of resurrected presidents who's trying to destroy the United States because it's gotten crappy. The premise is cool, just didn't like how it was handled. I don't like how Deadpool is just slinging jokes every single panel. I mean, that's overkill. Now, on the other hand, I started reading Deadpool's Art of War. I thought it was funny. I liked the concept of Deadpool wanting to rewrite the Art of War and starting a war between Loki and Thor. It was really cool, and I actually might read more of it. I do like Deadpool and Cable whenever he's interacting with these two different personalities that are very much contrasting, but makes it excellent. I just don't like how silly, off-the-wall crazy it always has to be. Not everything has to be silly, chimichangas for it to be funny. And I think it's just, that's what is the internet's flavor of comedy. You see a lot of this on Newgrounds, you see a lot of it on YouTube, but I guess Marvel has noticed that these kinds of internet-age kids really love this style of humor, and that's what's selling, so do more of it. I get it, it's just not for me. Like I said, Deadpool for me just comes down to the right writer and the right comedic timing in the book itself, which is really hard to do. Won't deny it. But whenever it hits, my God, it hits. Now, here's the thing that's gonna get a little more personal for me. Reasons I don't like Deadpool as much. Number one, cosplayers. This is gonna sound douchey, but I've never met a nice Deadpool cosplayer. That's not to say that I haven't met somebody who is pleasant to be around. It's just that most Deadpool cosplayers, in fact, every single one I've ran into, is an asshole and is using the fact that the character is an asshole to then be an asshole and not get called on the bullshit they do because they're being in character. I'm sure I just pissed off a couple people who either are Deadpool cosplayers or have friends that are Deadpool cosplayers, but it's just my personal experience, and I don't know. It's just really gotten to me. Other thing, personal, that makes me not a huge fan of Deadpool, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was my absolute favorite DC villain. My favorite Batman villain to boot, because obviously. Other than the fact that she's turned into a slutted up juggalo for no reason whatsoever, Harley Quinn has turned into silly random because DC saw that that's what was working well for Marvel with Deadpool, and so they just made her into a female version of Deadpool. And I don't like that. I do like the fact that they're making Harley Quinn more of her own character and giving her more of an identity, but they should make her a better character and not just make her a budget version of Deadpool. I don't like it. Harley Quinn has always been silly. That's how she was since she was first introduced in the animated series, but the best thing that we've seen of Harley Quinn in recent times has been how she's been presented in Injustice. If they did Deadpool and Harley Quinn more like that, where she's silly, but not overtly silly, I would read more. That's one of the reasons I love Injustice, because it's a silly comic that doesn't take itself too seriously, but still doesn't just revel in the la silly random. So yeah, Deadpool, you ruined one of my favorite characters. You turned into a character that is just, blah, not for me. But yeah, that's my ramble rant. If you want to see more of my terrible ramble rantings, you can just check these guys right here. I highly recommend it. Maybe. If you like the video for some stupid reason, give it a like, maybe give me a subscribe, leave a pleasant comment. I don't know. Also, huge shout out to my friend Andre over at Black Nerd Comedy for letting me on his show. It was awesome and wonderful, so thank you very much. If you haven't seen the video already, please check it out. I educate him on who the Suicide Squad is. So yeah, I'm Comic Drake. This fake mustache has been falling off the entire video, but that was the point, for comedic effect, because Deadpool likes sombreros and fake mustaches. Truly, I'm the epitome of production value. I'm leaving now.